Here we begin with the first class of international taxation regarding the DTAA. Okay, I hope the volume and screen is clear. Is the volume clear? Again, there is some internet issue and I had to shift to this place. So, chalo, no problem. But if everything volume is clear, if you can let me know in the message, we will start with. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. Now see, international taxation is worth doing and the feedback is these 30 marks are yours. 45 marks with choice and then what you are attempting is 30 marks paper. Okay? For international taxation, that is covering 2 questions of transfer pricing. 1 question of DTA and 1 question of non-resident confirm. So 6 marks is the weightage of this topic we are doing today, DTAA. Along with this, plus 2 marks you can add for MCQs in 20 marks MCQs. And this is the most easiest and scoring topic. You will feel as if, ma'am, same what you have done the question in class, they are asking in exam. Very easy, very scoring and must asked in exam in international taxation. Nothing I'm talking about other topics. When we do non-resident after this, make sure if any one of you have joined late, prepare residential status very properly and come for the non-resident. Today's class, today after the class, if I miss out, just remind me. I'll send you the link of a revision video of deduction. Already one revision video for deductions is there in your app also. So do watch that. Now why? When we are calculating the income of a person and how much relief he is going to get, whatever I will teach in the coming 2 hours, 2 base level knowledge expected from you all student is, you should know the very first class, how to calculate the tax for individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, that we have done in the first class. Tax rates, slab rates, special income, special rates, and so on. This is one thing. Second thing is deductions. Because when a person is paying tax in India, he is getting lot of deductions under chapter 6A, right? From ATC to ATU. So those deductions you should all know very properly, right? Okay. So yes. Can we do one thing as we begin? Let us first know all the deductions only. I'll see if I'm having that file now. I will share with all of you. Though I'm teaching DTAA now, but once if we can just go through all the important deductions to be noted down. Just 1 second. And of course, I'll be sending you the link of one video. See, if you know so well DTAA, but if you don't know, if you don't know the chapter 6A deductions, your answer will go wrong, dear students. That's why you should know. How was yesterday's writing this question paper? Did you all attempt it? Business restructuring. Was it easy or any question did you find tough? That also if you can tell me in the chat box. Till then I'm opening the file 1 second. Huh? Yes. I hope you all are able to see the screen I have shared. Yeah. as we are beginning with the topic DTAA related to the taxability of the DTAA, two things you should know at the base level. One is how to calculate the tax rates, the slab rates, or special income, special tax for an individual or firm or whatever it is, that we have done in the separate first class, and that video is also there. Second thing is some of the important deductions which are given to individuals. So I'm an individual receiving income in India. I have to pay the tax on world income in India because of my residential status in India. So always the income is taxed based on residential status. You remember? Yeah. The resident and ordinary resident world income is taxable. The non-resident, only whatever he has received in India, deemed to be received. Accrued in India, deemed to accrue. He will pay the tax in India. So like that, that is residential status. I'm not revising. But when I'm a resident and ordinary resident of India, I went and gave some lectures in, say, for some students of Africa, though I actually did it online. But for them, I taught them ratios and related analysis of the balance sheet when you invest in share market and all that. Now, my source of income is in Africa. Do I have to pay the tax in that country also based on my source? Answer is yes. So I have to pay the tax on income because of the source in Africa, in Africa. Now, because I am a resident and ordinary resident in India, on the world income, I need to pay tax in India. Now, this is causing double taxation. Now, if I have a double taxation avoidance agreement with those country, then I will get relief. That's what we will learn today, step-by-step methodology of how to solve the questions in exam and score super well. By this method, some problems I will solve by both the methods to comparison, do proper comparison. Before we do that, in Inter, you have learned a chapter called as deductions. From your all the 5 heads of income clubbing and set of gross total income, you give lot of deductions, and then you get what is called as total income. Now, these deductions are covered in section 80C to 80U, and there are too many of it. There's a separate video. I will post it in the link. Do watch that. But most important deductions as a final student, you should know for DTA, without which your answer will go wrong. That I'm discussing it here. Okay. So I'm sharing the screen. I hope this is clear. You always get deduction because of good investment. अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, PPF में पैसे डाल रहे हैं, or good investment you are doing, LIC, PPF, whatever. Or you're doing good expenses, that is your donations, Mediclaim, all that. Or you are having a good income, ATI series. So these are the reasons you are getting the chapter 6A deductions, but you have to file the return on time to get the deductions. Chapter 6A deductions are, see, these minute points are very important for solving the problems for NR also. So even if I'm taking 10 minutes off track, ma'am, आज तो हम DTA पढ़ने वाले थे, पढ़ेंगे, अच्छे questions भी solve करेंगे, but at base level, let us spare more time on the clarity of the deductions. No deductions are allowed from long-term capital gain. Long-term capital gain पे आपको कोई deductions नहीं मिलेगा. Short-term capital gain on shares, which is 15% and STT is deducted. On that, no deductions are allowed. Okay, right. Non-resident will not get chapter 6A deductions. I hope you remember at base level, dear students, non-residents के लिए basic exemption is always 2,50,000. They don't even get additional basic exemption, that is the benefit of additional basic exemption of 3 lakh and 5 lakh, which is given to senior citizen and super senior citizen. They don't get it, right? Now coming to the first deduction, as we start with, this is ATC. ATC is when you invest as an individual or HUF in PPF, LIC, tuition fees, all that, you get a maximum deduction of 1,50,000. Okay. And that list is here. You have to put the money in LIC, or you can put the money in PPF, National Savings Certificate, FD, and national pension scheme, repayment of housing loan, tuition fees if it is a girl child, Sukanya Samruddhi scheme, bonds of NABARD and all, FDs, tax saving FDs in bank, post office. For all this, you get a deduction in 80C. I hope this is clear. Is my speed fine and are you all following? This will cover up 2-in-1 topic. I will not teach you all this in non-resident. When I work out the problem, I will directly work out the deduction. है ना? ठीक है? चलो. Next is 80CCC. When the seniors, they retire, they get huge money and they put it in the pension fund. They get a deduction here, 1,50,000. Okay? 80CCD, all series are for pension. 80CCD 1B, up to 50,000 additional deduction is given in National Pension Scheme. Now, for yourself, for your dependent parents and all, if you put the money in Mediclaim, health insurance, then maximum up to 25,000 deduction is given for individual, spouse, children, and for parents, it is given up to 50,000. Ma'am, if I am also a senior citizen above 60 years, then 50,000 Mediclaim for you and 50,000 for your parents. Now, if someone is handicapped, blind, some ortho issue or hearing problem or unsound mind, whatever it is, you have to obtain a certificate from a doctor and you get a flat deduction of 80DD if you are taking care of the medical treatment of a disabled person. So if you are taking care, flat 75,000 deduction, and if it is severe disability, 1,25,000 deduction. If that handicapped person or unsound mind या जो भी है, blind या जो भी है, वो खुद, if he himself is filing his return through representative SSC, he can claim the deduction in 80U 75,000. If it is severe, 1,25,000. ठीक है? Right. So that is all for Mediclaim. There are many deductions I'm not taking. E-series is also good. 80Gs for donations. 4 type of donations are there. Watch the other revision videos. I'm just taking with highlight way most important ones. Royalty. When you are an author and you write books and all other than school books, magazines, articles and newspaper, then you will get royalty either in India or from foreign country. And this royalty income under 80QQB, you get a deduction of 3 lakhs or actual amount of royalty, whichever is lower. Suppose you get this royalty from a foreign country, then make sure you have to bring this royalty to India to get this deduction. So that's what is 80QQB. 80RRB is royalty on patents, resident individuals and all, lower of 3 lakh or amount of royalty, whichever is lower. Now see, most important is ko 5-star khilao. Those who are watching live also, you know, one more time you can watch all the lectures in recording. Pause it and take a note of this. 80TTA versus 80TTB. This is the deduction given to every individual or HUF when you get saving account interest. Ma'am, कब कौन सा मिलेगा? तो ध्यान से सुनो. Coming 5 minutes. 80TTA deduction is given for your saving account interest, your cooperative bank in that saving account, nationalized bank, or your saving account in the post office. So wherever you have a saving account, you get a deduction maximum up to 10,000 in 80TTA. Now 80TTB. If you are a senior citizen, 60 years and above, then you will get, instead of 10,000, 50,000 deduction in 80TTB interest income on not only saving account, even FDs. FDs का जो इंटरेस्ट है वो भी डिडक्शन मिलेगा टू सीनियर सिटीजन. नॉर्मल सेविंग अकाउंट अप टू 10,000, सीनियर सिटीजन सेविंग प्लस FD up to 50,000. And I told you, if you are covered under 80U, this. So that's all about the most important deductions. As a student, you should know, all the final students should know before you start with DTAA and your non-resident. Along with this, revise your tax rates, special income, special rates, and concept of rebate, unutilized basic exemption, marginal relief, which is covered in your first video. Yes. So ask me if you have any doubt here. Anyone is having any doubt, then ask please. And I want a message from all of you. Is it all clear now? Then let us start with the residential status. Sorry, DTAA. Thank you. Chalo. Now, what we are going to learn in this topic called as DTAA. What is the full form? Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. Day one, I have been telling you that world income pe tax bharna padega if you are a resident and ordinary resident. Income received in India, deemed to receive. Accrued in India, deemed to accrue. Whatever connection you have in India, you have to pay the tax in India. But in all this, very important thing is no income should be taxed twice, no. So all the IPL, right now IPL is going on, all the IPL players who are coming from foreign country and playing the matches in India, they are paying tax in India based on the source. Because they have earned income in India, Indian government is saying pay tax. When they go to their hometown, they are the resident and ordinary resident of Australia, Spain, wherever. They have to pay tax there. So like this, more than 100 countries, India has entered into treaty. Treaty is on the table. Let us sit and discuss that this income is going to be taxed in India. Then whatever tax you have paid in India due to residential status, fine. Whatever tax you have paid in other country based on the source of income. As I said in my own case, I've got income from Africa because online students I'm teaching outside India and they are charging the tax over there. And I'm paying the tax in India because I'm a resident and ordinary resident. Whatever tax I pay outside, I will get a relief. How to calculate that relief we are going to learn in this chapter. Clear? So any individual is taxed on two bases, residential basis and source basis. And whichever is beneficial, they will take. Now see, if we have double taxation avoidance agreement with a country, then this is called as bilateral relief. Let us, our country and your country will sit on table and we'll make agreement. Okay, ye hum le lenge, ye aap le la. But it's a mutual talk. That is called as treaty. And then in bilateral relief, whatever tax I have paid on foreign income in foreign country, that much will be exempt in India. पूरा वो इनकम पे इंडिया पे टैक्स ही नहीं लगेगा. Simple. This is bilateral relief. Another 99% exam questions are asked for unilateral relief. What is unilateral relief? Unilateral relief is you are paying tax in those countries, but then you don't have an agreement. So you can't directly exempt it in India. So now calculate the tax on all income. Income India में and income Australia में सब मिला दो, पूरा income पे tax. Calculate what is the average tax in India. Calculate what is the average tax you have paid in that country. Whichever is lower, that much relief we will give under section 91. Now, how to do it step by step? Look at the screen I'm sharing right now. Any doubt until now clear? There are some theory questions also asked as I move ahead with this chapter. I'll say tax clearance certificate hai aapka, or ek do questions hai. Tomorrow we will do all that theory questions. P and BPOs and all who are set up. So say related, they might ask you questions also here. Chalo. I'm closing this file of ATC. I hope the deductions are clear. Yeah. We are starting with double taxation on 306. Are you able to see my screen? I've shared. चलो, double taxation avoidance agreement. If a taxpayer is resident in one country but has a source of income situated in another country, his income can be subjected to tax on two rules. Source rule, yes, source rule and residence rule. Double taxation means taxation of same income of a person in more than one country, both under Income Tax Act and Income Tax Law of other countries. Foreign income of a person generally becomes liable to tax in two countries. Yes, correct or not? I am a resident and ordinary resident of India. So India की income पे तो I am ready to pay tax. But whatever tax I am paying on the foreign country, that is what I want relief, right or not? So we have double taxation avoidance agreements are entered into by the government of India with other countries to avoid the double taxation, and it is in two ways. First one is bilateral. What is bilateral? Bilateral is where we have agreement with the countries, and where there is no agreement, bilateral में भी relief दोनों जगह मिलेगा. Bilateral में if agreement is there, straight whatever tax you pay in foreign country, take a relief under section 90 or 90A. Unilateral में, okay, in unilateral, no DTAA section 91 relief is applied. So we don't have an double taxation avoidance agreement with your country, and so what we will do is directly we will give a relief to in our country. You have paid the tax in that country, but then at average rate I will give some relief, like that. Relief to milega unilateral mein 91 mein, yahan to straight tax. So here there is more benefit, but provided we should have double taxation avoidance agreement with that country. ठीक है? Right. Now, under bilateral method, the government of two countries can enter into an agreement to provide relief against double taxation by mutual working out the basis on which relief is to be granted. India has entered into an agreement for relief against double taxation with more than 100 countries, including Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Japan, and all. Bilateral relief may be granted in either of the methods. So just I'm teaching the concept. Keep little patience. When I work out the problem, everything will be very clear. Exemption method. An income is taxed in only one of the two countries. Generally, the resident country will give up their rights. ठीक है, आपने source country में अफ्रीका में tax pay किया ना. Dipti ma'am, you are a resident and ordinary resident of India. Whatever tax you have paid on Africa का income, that income and that tax उसको पूरा exempt कर देते हैं. That is exemption method. Tax credit method. Income is taxable in both the countries in accordance with their respective tax laws, read with DTAA. The country of residence of the taxpayer, however, allows him credit. So tax, see, India का income, Africa income, पूरा add कर देंगे, पूरे पे we will tax in India. Then whatever tax you have paid in other countries, that much we will give relief. That is called as tax credit method. This you do it in exam only if they say there is a bilateral relief. Okay. Now under exemption method, they have said full exemption and all. This is okay. We'll give it reading little later. Now, what is unilateral relief? This method provides for relief of some kind by home country, even when no mutual agreement is there. कोई mutual agreement नहीं है, तभी भी relief देंगे. कैसे देंगे? Okay, let us see how we are going to relief, give the relief when there is no agreement. Okay, so see, bilateral relief is so simple. Compute the tax liable to taxed in India. Compute the relief as per tax treaty. Okay, so जिसके साथ tax treaty है, whatever tax you have paid in that country, completely you exempt. Generally, tax treaties through which relief is granted are UN model or OECD, Organization of Economic ये है आपका फुल फॉर्म और सब दिया है. तो these are the countries and models which we are following for double taxation bilateral relief. Now if there is no agreement, यहाँ पे लिखो section 90 or 90A, but अगर agreement ही नहीं है तो you have to write these conditions in exam and then solve the question. Okay. So now one thing we know, dear students, that if it is bilateral, two options are there. Ya to that income and that tax you just exempt, or consider everything and then full tax relief you give. Okay, because we have an agreement. If nothing is given in exam that we don't have an agreement, then let us see, condition should be satisfied. SSC must be resident in India. Yeah, I am a resident in India. Income must have accrued or arisen outside India होना चाहिए. Income is not deemed to accrue or arise in India. कहाँ का income है ये? Foreign country का income है. ठीक है? SSC must have paid the tax either by deduction or otherwise in respect of such income as per the law of foreign country. SSC must have paid the tax either by way of deduction or otherwise in respect of income. You have earned the income in foreign country. You have paid the tax in foreign country. And there should be no reciprocal arrangement. Okay. Are you a resident and ordinary resident of India? Yes. Have you earned income outside India? Yes. It has got no connection with India? Yes. Have you paid tax in that country? Yes. Is there no DTAA with that country? No. Then you can take a relief under section 91. Okay. And how do you take the relief? These steps are given. You know my way of teaching. I make you understand the steps and then reverse you come and check these steps. हाँ मैम आपने बिल्कुल वैसे ही कराया जैसे ये है, ये समझ में आ जाएगा आपको. ठीक है ना? हाँ, तो ये रूल्स थोड़ा रुक के पढ़ेंगे. आई थिंक लेट अस गो टू द प्रॉब्लम्स. या टू मोर कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर देयर, आई विल टीच हियर. ठीक है, वो भी बाद में करेंगे. पहले जो इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स वी हैव स्टडीड, लेट अस डू सम प्रॉब्लम्स रिलेटेड टू दैट. Foreign tax credit and few questions I have printed. So, yeah, I'm here right now. I want to take up one problem, the very first problem only, as problem number 4. Are you all with me? Problem number 4. Zoyo, a resident aged 21 years, earned a sum of 10 lakhs during the previous year from playing badminton matches in a country with which India does not have a DTAA. So obviously he is looking for a relief under section 91. 90 or 90A किसको मिलेगा? जो resident है. Now tax of 2 lakhs was levied on such income in the source country, and in India he earned 15 lakhs during the year. Okay. He has deposited 1 lakh in PPF. Just now I told you, where do you get deduction if you put money in PPF? I want answer from you all. If you put the money in PPF, where do you get deduction? Yes, 80C. So compute his income tax liability. So let us do, because they have said that he's a resident of India. Yes. Has he earned income outside India? तो इंडिया के बाहर से भी 2 लाख रुपए कमाए बेस्ड ऑन सोर्स, और इंडिया में तो 15 lakhs इनकम है. ठीक है. And he is satisfying all the conditions. So he will get a relief under section 91. This is your first problem. So I'll make you write some conditions also. Chalo, open your notebooks. We are doing the problem number 4. Concept of unilateral relief under section 91. 1. Unilateral relief. Check all the conditions are satisfied, then we can give them the unilateral relief. Okay, so we are doing problem number 4. Is my speed fine? You all are able to take down from the screen? Chalo. Very easy and very scoring problem. Computation of income of Zoya for previous year 22-23. Okay. Conditions to be satisfied. Conditions to be satisfied for relief under section 91. What is the condition number 1? I don't know why it is not working here. That's what I was worried, that if I take the class here, I don't know what happens to my pen. It is not working. Chalo, write down the first conditions and dictate. First condition. Is there Zoya resident of India? Zoya is a resident of India. Zoya is a resident of India. Second condition. Income is accrued outside India. He has earned some income outside India. Next. Taxes paid outside India. Taxes paid outside India based on source. Source of income के हिसाब से इंडिया के बाहर you have paid the tax. Okay. No DTAA with that country. So if he is satisfying all these conditions, then he is eligible for relief. Yes. So how we will calculate that relief? Let us see. अब वो relief आप कैसे calculate करोगे? We will see. Okay. Particulars and amount. How much tax he has paid over there? $10 lakhs. He has earned from matches outside India. Income from profession. He's a professional player. So income from profession. First one. Outside India. Income from outside India is 10 lakhs. And he has earned 15 lakhs from paying the match in India. Income from India. कितना है income from India? 15 lakhs. और कोई income from other source capital gain? Nothing. So 25 lakhs is the income from profession, and that is the same gross total income. Gross total income. $25 lakhs. Now, because he has put the money in ATC, he will get the deduction for PPF. How much? 1 lakh. $24 lakhs is the total income. What is the tax on 24 lakhs? You have to calculate. Calculate the tax on 24 lakhs. You all know how to calculate the tax on 24 lakhs? Then give the answer faster than me. Age is not given. So up to 10 lakhs, we know how much is the tax. And on 14 lakhs, 24 lakhs minus 10 lakhs, 30% plus 1 lakh 12,500. Are you doing like this? The tax is coming to 5,32,500. 5,32,500. ओके ये देखो जिनको नहीं आ रहा है स्लैब रेट से ही करना है रूटीन. Problems are very easy. 24 lakhs minus 10 lakhs, 14 lakhs पे 30% जो भी आ रहा है उसमें add करो 1,12,500. So you'll get 5,32,500. And there is no surcharge because the income didn't exceed. But of course there is 4% ESES. 21,300 plus 532,500. 553,800 is the tax. Now, what is the, we are doing under average tax in India. Now, ma'am, what is this average tax? This is taught to you in the TDS for the salary chapter also, dear students. Average tax in India. Average tax in India is 5,53,800 divided by 24 lakhs into 100. How much it is coming? 553 divide is the tax on 24 lakhs into 100. 23 point 553,800 divided by 24 lakhs into 100. How much you all are getting? Yes? Can you put the tax faster than me? 23.075 is the average tax in India. And how much tax you are paying in the home other country, source country? Average rate of tax in foreign country. Yeah. How much tax you have already paid in the foreign country? 2 lakhs. On how much tax? How much income, I mean, say? 2 lakhs by 10 lakhs. So that is 20%. So relief under 91 is the lower of the tax. You know, we have added the foreign income also to calculate the total average rate of tax in India. Foreign income ko chhod ke nahi, foreign income ko bhi leke. So what is the total rate of tax in India? What is the total rate of tax you have paid in foreign country? Whichever is lower, you will give the relief. Correct hai? Clear hai? So whichever is lower. तो हम कितने relief देंगे? 20%. On which income? Foreign income, 2 lakhs. On foreign income, you will give the relief. Less relief under section 91. On 10 lakhs, 20%. That is 2 lakh. So what is the tax payable? 353,800. Take your time and honestly tell me, is it easy or not? Today the concentration is on problems of both the type. Tomorrow also I'll do advanced level question and some more theory. थोड़ा theory भी है इसमें. Tax certificate है, purpose of DTA है, but it's very easy. 353,800. Easy. See, पूरा इनकम ऐड कर दो, इंडिया का इनकम, बाहर का इनकम, सब. You're getting gross total income. You take PPF's deduction, so you get to pay the tax. Okay. Now, what is the average rate of the tax in India? Average rate of the tax in the foreign country, and this is how you will give the relief, whichever is lower. Whatever rate you take, at that rate foreign income, you have to take the relief, and this is your tax payable. Shall we do one more problem? Yes, simple one. Yeah, abhi I'm teaching you relief and then we can make it more comfortable also ना. थोड़ा और problems देखेंगे तो clear हो जाएगा कि अगर दोनों method से करना है तो कैसे करेंगे. Gaurangi, an individual retired employee of Prasar Bharati, she's of 59 years old and she does dramatics and on 110 lakhs she has earned abroad some drama performance, and on that she has paid tax 11,000. So 10% जैसा टैक्स दिख रहा है. इंडिया डज नॉट हैव अ डीटीए, तो फिर से वही बात, 91 का रिलीफ मिलेगा. फिर इनकम में, इनकम इंडिया में शी हैज अर्न 610. ओके, शी हैज डिपॉजिटेड 70,000 in PPF, ATC deduction eligible, 30,000 in pension fund, 80 triple C, annuity and pension fund and all. She also contributed 20,000 to the central government health scheme and gave medical insurance for father. For parents, you can take the medical claim for 80D. Okay, to ensure the health of his father who is a non-resident. Okay, compute the tax liability of the Gaurangi for the year. Same. Now, because we don't have the condition satisfying that she has a DTAA with the other country, we will take the relief. Okay. Is the concept clear to you how to read the problem? Now, before you start in notebook, it should be clear. Will you give the relief under 90 or 98, which I have not yet taught, or you will give a relief under 91? So here it is relief under 91. ठीक है, इसको solve करते हैं. Yeah. Problem number 5. Computation of income of Gaurangi previous year (22-23). Let us start with her income. Again, she is getting the income from profession. So heading, income from profession. Students, are you all getting it? Shall we do it together this time? साथ साथ में करो. Tax rate calculate करना तो सबको आता है. Huh? And if they give with this casual income, special rate, you all should know how much income she has earned from the dramatist. Income outside India. Income outside India, 1,10,000. Okay. And now how much income she has earned in India? 6,10,000. Through drama and all, income in India. Income in India. So the gross total income, and there is no other income. So total business head income and gross total income is 7,20,000. ठीक है ना? Now she has already put the money in PPF. So deductions. Less deductions. Under, that's why I gave you deductions. So deductions under 80C. How much deductions she will get under 80C? PPF. 70,000. All right. Then approved pension scheme is also covered in 80C. Upper limit in the pension scheme. And all sab mila ke. Pension fund is also covered here only. And that is 30,000. She has also contributed 20,000 for the health claim for herself. Okay. तो पहले तो ये कर लेते हैं. ATC, as I said, how much is the upper limit for ATC? 1,50,000. तो यहाँ तो क्रॉस नहीं हुआ है अभी. $1,50,000. Now she has paid mediclaim. So deduction under section 80D, mediclaim. Okay. Mediclaim is paid for self. $20,000. Upper limit is 25,000. And for parents, 50,000 is the limit. She has just paid 10,000. So all the 30,000 deduction will be given. Okay, right. So you will give this deduction and this deduction. कितना आ रहा है आपको total income? Yes. Are you all following the problems? Yeah, then give the total before I give. Clear or not? 5 lakh. Oh, sorry, 150 is the upper limit. No? Yes, yes. I wrote this wrong. ATC mein it is only 1 lakh deduction. So this will be 5,90,000 as total income. All right. Now let us, any doubt until now? How to present the total income? अब total income पे tax calculate करो. 590 minus 5 lakh into 20% plus 12,500. 30,500. 590 minus 5 lakh. जो भी आया वो उसका 30% plus 12,500. 30,500 is the tax. Such a nice and airy room this is, really. And we have to pay the health and education cess 4%. See, when you calculate the relief, you have to compare average tax of India and outside. And for average tax, make sure that you take up. Yeah. For average tax, you take up tax plus surcharge cess सब एक साथ. So on 3,500, calculate 4%. 1220. Yes. Ask what is your doubt if you have a doubt. What is your final tax payable? ठीक है? Now, let us calculate what is average rate of tax in India. Average rate of the tax in India. $31 31,720 on 5,90,000 you are paying. So 31,720 divided by 590 into 100. That is how much tax you are paying? 5.37% in India. And what is the average rate of tax in foreign country? average tax in foreign country. There you have paid 11,000 on 1,10,000 into 100 percentage, like, so it is coming to nearly 10%. So what is it? Average rate of tax in India is 5.37. Home country, they have paid 10%. So whichever is lower, that much relief will be given on the foreign country income. So relief under section 91. Though, ma'am, but we have paid 11,000, no. How much relief they will give you? Least. One lakh 10,000 into 5.37%. Yes. How much you all are getting? Yes, keep putting the totals. What is the tax payable? Twenty-five eight one three. 25,813. ठीक है? Easy. First, you calculate the total income, including foreign country income, calculate the tax in India, calculate the average rate of tax in India, and what is the average rate of tax you are paying in foreign country. Whichever is lower, you will get a relief. Will you do one similar problem as homework? Huh? Yes or no? Give some response. Directly, I will check the answer tomorrow. I'm just discussing so that I can do problems with 2. Yes. See, homeworks make you confident. It is like, at final level, क्या homework देते हैं मैम, but देते हैं ना 5-7 minutes लेके पूरा करना. If you're stuck up anywhere, do it till the level you can do and then see genuine wala confidence. Yesterday I was teaching in salary, gratuity and pension retirement benefits, and when I discussed the homework, I said, now see how confident you are in the gratuity. So it was really, everyone was saying, yes, ma'am. The reason is when you do similar homework, you get that confidence that this topic 8 marks are yours. आप लोग पास तो हो गए अगर जो बोल रहे हैं वो फॉलो करो, बट सिर्फ पास नहीं होना है. If you pass out in all the subjects and somewhere you might lose in aggregate. So one of the subject you have to make scoring, that is income tax, especially at final level. International taxation is very scoring. So for sure you can get somewhere, even if you end up getting 45, 47. But here if you get 60 up, you will clear your group and get your degree. Chalo. Following are the particulars of income earned by Sarangi, a resident in India. He played football in country A and paid the tax there. He played football in India. So these two income, first you tax in India. LIC, he has paid 170. But how much deduction will be given? 1,50,000. Medical insurance he has paid for father. Okay. For father, he has paid medical insurance, and that is 20,000. Okay. So for father, medical insurance is allowed till how much? 50,000. So compute her income tax liability, and then average rate of tax. And what's the average rate of tax in foreign country? 1,80,000 divided by 12 lakh. Whichever is lower, you give the relief. So sixth problem is homework for today. Okay. Chalo. Going to the next problem. Seventh problem. Can we do the seventh problem now with both the methods? पहले तो relief 91 लेंगे as if नहीं है, and then we will do this way. when you have to do, if they ask so in exam. Otherwise, always it is 91 problem only. 8th problem करेंगे, चलो पहले 8th. Which one I gave as homework? 6th ना, और 2 तो हमने अभी किए, 4th और 5th हो गया. 6th is homework, पहले 8th वाला करते हैं. चलो. During the year 20 to 23, Miss Ruku, a citizen of India, resident of both India and foreign country with which India has a DTA. DTA है, तो मैम फिर तो रिलीफ आएगा 90 और 90A में, which provides that relief income would be taxable in country where it is earned and not in other country. But so now we are doing the problem wherein both the methods are there. So how will you solve this problem? During the year 20 to 23, Ruku is a citizen and there is a relief. Then ma'am, if there is a relief, let us do the problem by 90 or 90. Just for practice, I'll make you do by both methods. In exam, either it is 90 or 90A, relief when there is bilateral agreement, or unilateral, one-sided. So one-sided relief, it is 91. Please remember again the clue points I am highlighting again and again, because you can expect a simple MCQ also on this. Okay. Now, her income is 3,25,000 from business in India and 7 lakh from foreign country. In foreign country, the rate of tax is 20%. Now, during the year, she has paid how much? A premium of 32,000 to ensure the health of mother, a non-resident, 82 years, not dependent on her. Okay. So if the parents are dependent on you or not, they will get a medical relief under 80T. Okay. Second. So medical relief for the parents, even if they are independent, they are not dependent from you, is maximum allowed how much? 50,000. Okay. Compute the tax payable and see how they will get the relief when there is no DTA. So they are asking you only by both the methods. So ma'am, shall we do both the methods in exam? Answer is yes. So 8th problem in your notebook, by both the methods we are doing. चलो पहले हम करेंगे हमारा रूटीन वाला मेथड, जिसमें 91 का रिलीफ देंगे. एट प्रॉब्लम. चलो लेट अस डू इट टुगेदर. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज वेरी सिंपल, साथ में करते हैं. सेकेंड व्हेन आई डू, वी आर डूइंग ऑप्शन 1. ऑप्शन 1 इज unilateral relief under section 91. Though they have asked bilateral first, I'm doing unilateral because we know unilateral, then we'll do bilateral, so comparative will become easy. Okay. When we don't have a agreement with that country. So first of all, always this is a professional income. So under which head it will be taxable? That head of income we should write. Income from profession. Income from profession. चलिए साथ में. How much is income from business in India? Business or profession? Oh, it's business income, not profession. ठीक है, business or profession लिख दिया. Now business income from India. business income from India. ठीक है, कितना है? 3,25,000. And how much she has earned in the foreign country? 7 lakhs. Income from foreign country. So what is the total income from business? 10,25,000. And because there is no other head and no other income, let us take the same as gross total income. 10,25,000. Now, just she has taken the mediclaim. So deduction under section 1 second, dear students. Under section 80D, mediclaim. How much mediclaim she is paid? 32,000 is the mediclaim. So what is the TI or the total income? In lakh 25,000 minus 32,000. One second. For the seniors, it is an additional benefit of 50,000 is there, but I think only for the residents. And here they have clearly said that mother is a non-resident. So non-residents will get 80D deduction, but not the additional benefit. The additional benefit of 80D medical claim for senior citizen is 50,000, but that is only for resident. She being non-resident, she will not get the full benefit. So we will write a note for it and we will restrict it to 25,000. Again, the pen is giving trouble. I need to get one more tab now. Okay, write down note. Rupees 32,000 allowed for non-resident up to 25,000. ठीक है? चलो. So what is the TI or the total income? 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs पे टैक्स सबको मालूम है. एकदम फास्ट कैलकुलेट करेंगे टैक्स. How much is the tax on the 10 lakhs? We all know. 1,12,500. सबको पता है? 0 to 250 nil, 250 to 5 lakh 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%. So directly if you say what is the tax on 10 lakh, it is 1,12,500. And surely please add education cess. अगर सरचार्ज होता है तो सरचार्ज के भी बाद रिलीफ लेंगे. See, this is not the case of agricultural income where you do step method exactly same, but there you calculate the final tax and then add the ESES. यहाँ पे ESES के साथ ही करना है. So 1,12,500 into 4%, 4,500. So what is the tax payable final tax? 1,17,000. अब देखो, less. Today my pen is giving trouble, so I am doing slow. You put the this thing calculation. हाँ, relief मिलेगा, लेकिन पहले relief के लिए workout करेंगे. What is the average rate of tax in India? Average rate of tax in India. Some bad luck, huh? Net not supporting, pen not supporting. But I hope the class is okay. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आप सबको? आप मेरे से fast करो ना. What is the tax he is liable to pay in India? 1 lakh along with ESS and surcharge, dear students. So 1 lakh 17,000 is the tax on 10 lakhs into 100. How much? 11.7%. And how much is the average rate of tax in foreign country? Foreign country में कितना tax pay कर रहे हैं? देखो, they have given you know how much tax is paid in the foreign country. 20%. That rate is given ready to you. So whichever is lower, you will give the relief under section 81. Clear? Relief under section 91. Those who have joined late, I have already done deductions in the beginning. You should know deductions to do this chapter and non-resident also nicely. Relief under 91 is lower of the tax what you have paid on the foreign country income. So foreign country income is 7 lakhs और उस पे lower tax है 11.7%. उतना relief दे दो. 7 lakhs into 11.7%. How much that is coming to? 81,900. So what is the tax payable? 35,100. This is the routine we have done. Take a pause, come out of the calculation, check this and tell me is it clear or not. Then I'll go to the next one. Check the whole problem. Whatever is earned in India, outside India, we have allowed 80D limited. 80D deduction is 50,000 for the parents, but if the parents are non-resident, then they are allowed only up to 25,000 because that benefit additional wala is only for the resident senior citizen. Then on total income, how much tax you have paid in India along with surcharge, ESS all 11.7. How much you have paid in foreign country? 20%. So least will be given as the relief. Okay? And that is what is the tax payable. Okay? Chalo, now we will work out option 2. That is bilateral relief. When I have a double taxation avoidance with the countries, then it is called as bilateral relief under section 90 और 90A. ये दोनों भी मिलते हैं आपको. दोनों means it's the same only when it is the other way around. Chalo, let us take it now. Again, we can take up to the total income same only. So either we can write again or I can just copy. हाँ, एग्जाम में of course फिर से लिखना पड़ेगा. आपका gross total income ये रहा. From India 325, from foreign country 7 lakhs, put together 1025. Mediclaim same 25. So your total income is coming to 10 lakhs. Total income is coming to 10 lakhs. And how much tax you are paying in India? Tax payable is same along with ESES. यहाँ हमने कैलकुलेट किया है ना ESES के साथ. Tax payable on this 1,12,500 plus health and education says 4%, that is 4,500. So your tax payable $1,17,000. ठीक है ना? Now listen all of you. Now the crucial part. यहाँ तक same है. If there is no DTA, then whatever is the average rate of tax in India or foreign country, whichever is lower, you calculate, and that much relief you have to give on the foreign income after deductions. Foreign income you have to take after the deductions. But यहाँ पे तो अभी तक तो foreign income में से तो कोई भी deduction नहीं है. I hope you are getting. अगर in foreign countries income royalty and all is there, तो deduction के बाद का income we will take. So now you have got the tax payable in India 1,17,000. Writing is coming really bad today. ठीक है ना? Now, if you have an agreement with that country, how much tax you have paid in that country? Fifth line of the problem. Read that. Read that, all of you. Are you all with me? कहाँ गया? Yeah. Please read it on screen here. He has already paid the tax in the foreign country at the rate of 20%. Now, no lower concept. Whatever tax he has paid in foreign country, no, that whole relief will be given to him because there is an agreement. Okay, right? Less tax paid in foreign country. ऑब्वियसली इंडिया का ही टैक्स कम है, लेकिन फॉरेन कंट्री में जो टैक्स पे किया है ऑन व्हाट इज द फॉरेन इनकम, लुक एट द स्क्रीन, 7 lakhs. ये रहा एक्चुअल वाला जो भी टैक्स आपने पे किया है. That is 1,40,000. Till that much you can take the relief. But now, ma'am, the tax is less and the relief is more. So what will be the tax payable? Nil. Are you getting? Ma'am, but whatever tax I have paid in foreign country is more. Can I expect a refund? अब वो refund expect मत करो. रिलीफ मिल रहा है, वही बहुत बड़ी बात है. आर यू गेटिंग? 1,17,000 में look at the screen and compare. There I have taken the relief of whichever is lower. So when I took the relief of whichever is lower, it is like still I have to pay 35,100 tax, because on foreign income, though I have paid 20%, relief allowed is least of the tax in India or in foreign country, whichever is lower. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Because we have a double taxation agreement, whatever tax you have paid in the foreign country, directly you are allowed to deduct. तो आपका टैक्स तो ज्यादा है फॉरेन कंट्री में और इंडिया में तो कम है. तो विल यू गेट अ रिलीफ अंडर सेक्शन 90? हाँ, यस, पूरा रिलीफ मिलेगा. लेकिन जो डिफरेंस है, यू कांट एक्सपेक्ट अ, या यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट अ रिफंड. ओके, so is this comparative problem clear? Take your time, ask me your doubts, so that then I can go to the next problem. Are you all following? Exactly similar problems are there when you have relief from two countries. कल करेंगे वो problems. जब दो country के पास एक साथ relief मिलेगा, then how you will do? Tomorrow we will complete this topic. So if you cooperate in homework, it would be nice. Of course, I'm doing some more theory right now. Clear? All clear until now? One last problem and then we will take up some theory. Yes. 8th problem we have done. 9th onwards it is double. Let us come back to the 7th problem now. Yeah. Mr. Raja, resident and 67 years. You should know that if you are a senior citizen and in foreign country, then basic exemption is only 2,50,000. Additional basic exemption is not allowed. One second. Now, income from business in India is 2,50,000. Commission from a company in Canada, okay, is 3 lakh, and this is gross. Dividend from company in Canada, taxes also paid in Canada, 18,000, but ye gross hai. All of you know always gross incomes are taxable. So this time you have got two income from foreign countries. And interest on FD and saving account with a bank in India. Okay. So FD and saving account mein, how much income you have in India? 2,50,000. So two income in India and two income in the foreign country. Okay. Right. India does not have a DTA with the Canada. Okay. So obviously again you will give the relief under 91. Compute the tax payable. Easy problem hai ye bhi. But you have paid this time, whatever tax you have paid in foreign country, they didn't give you rate 20% and all. They have given you amount. So then again you have to calculate कि कितना amount आएगा, क्या आएगा. Let us do it in the notebook and then we will take up some more theory questions. चलो शुरू करो लिखना. Problem number 7. Computation of income and tax of Mr. Raja. Okay. For the previous year 22-23. Okay, we have to do if all the income we have to write headwise. So income from business. ये हमारा एक heading हो गया. पहले इंडिया. Income from business in India 2,50,000. चलो नेक्स्ट कमीशन की इनकम है वो भी बिजनेस हो गई फ्रॉम कनाडा 3 lakh. कमीशन फ्रॉम ये कनाडा तो ये आपका बिजनेस इनकम हो गया 5,50,000. अब आ जाओ इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेस. You have received dividend from Canada. Always gross income will be taxable. So dividend from Canada कितना मिल रहा है 90,000. और है interest on FDs and saving account. In the beginning I said if it is normal citizen on saving account interest you get a deduction up to 10,000. Write and keep if you want. Remember these limits. Watch the recording beginning wala और इसको लिख के रख लेना. And under 80 TTB this time he is a senior citizen Raja. So on your saving and FD interest you get a deduction up to 2,50,000. बिल्कुल मिलेगा पर अभी नहीं. वो डिडक्शंस तो ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम में से देंगे. So first you will write down. How will you write this? What is the gross total income? 7,10,000. Deduction under section 80 TTB. Senior citizen. See, interest is 2,50,000. But how much interest is allowed to be deducted in 80 TTB? How much interest is allowed to be deducted? Up to 50,000. So what is the total income and the tax thereon? 6,60,000. Are my totals correct? Check and tell me. Income from other source का total गलत हो गया ना? Oh yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Yes. It is 3,40,000 plus 550. 890 and then 50,000 deduction. So 8,40,000. अभी ठीक है? Okay. Now, as we said, there is no DTA directly. So we have to give the relief. But for giving the relief, let us first calculate the tax. पहले तो 8,40,000 पे tax calculate करो. तो we all know कि up to 5,340 जो है 5 लाख छोड़ दो तो उस पे 20% प्लस 12,500 80,500. He's a senior citizen, no? 67 years. Yeah. So up to 3 lakh the tax will be nil. Yes. 840 में से 3 लाख तो nil हो जाएगा. फिर 2 लाख पे 5% और 340 पे 20%. आर यू ऑल विथ मी? टैक्स कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? फर्स्ट 3 लाख नील, नेक्स्ट 2 लाख 5%, दैट इज 10,000, और फिर 3 जो 40 है 5 लाख के अबव है उस पे 68,000. So what is the tax coming to? $78,000, and on that 4% e-cess. Okay, thank you so much for giving the answers in advance. 81,120. तो आपका एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स निकाल दो इंडिया में. एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स इन इंडिया. Average rate of tax in India is 81,120 divided by 8,40,000. Average rate of tax in India. $9.66%. Correct है? 81,120 divide by 840 into 100. So that is 9.66 average rate of tax in India. What is the average rate of tax in foreign country? फॉरेन कंट्री में आप कितना एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स पे कर रहे हैं? सो कनाडा से जो भी इनकम आ रही है उसमें एक में आपने 60,000 टैक्स पे किया प्लस 18,000, दैट इज 78,000 यू हैव पेड ऑन 60,000 you have paid on 3 lakh plus 18,000 you have paid on 90,000. So on 390 into 100. 78,000 divided by 390 into 100. 20%. So whatever tax you have paid least, that much you will give the relief on the foreign income. Relief under section 91. Easy, no? I'm working more problems so that you get that. आज तो हम आराम से कर रहे हैं, but घर में homework करके आना so that you get good speed. On what is your total income outside India? 390 into 9.66% का relief. 390 into 9.66% relief. That is 37,674. So your tax payable is coming to 43,446 rounded off to multiples of 10. 43,450. Nice. So like this, you have to solve. Suppose if same was if relief is there, then how will you give the relief? Whatever 78,000 tax you have paid now outside India, directly you can, I'm not doing, but I'm just saying, कि अगर आपको ये ऐसे ही अगर आपको लिखना भी है तो लिख भी लो. ऑप्शन 2, अगर आपको बायलैटरल रिलीफ पूछे, बायलैटरल रिलीफ पूछे तो फिर आप क्या करोगे? Whatever tax you have paid on the foreign country, no, 78,000 डायरेक्ट यू विल डिडक्ट फ्रॉम 81 120, उसमें से 78,000 माइनस करके जो भी आपका टैक्स पे करना आ रहा है दैट यू विल पे. Did you get it what I am saying? If it is bilateral relief, either that foreign income completely you exempt, or take it for the rate purpose, and whatever tax you have paid in foreign country, fully you deduct. This is bilateral. But if there is no relief, then this is the unilateral. So problems, we will stop it here. Look at the screen. We have done all the problems. Sixth, I gave us homework. I'll just check the answer. Seventh done, eighth done. 9 onwards are the, when there is a relief from two countries. And how will you take it? It's a very nice level of the problem. And sometimes foreign income. Listen one thing. This topic is very easy. So either they can give you gross and net confusion. So you should remember, like just now, dividend is taxable on gross basis. And today, income from Canada and all was given in rupees. Can, for DTA problem in exam, can they give income in dollars and pounds and then they will give the conversion rate? That's what is 11th problem also, जो हम कल करेंगे. हाँ, तो ये सब आपका कल का concept है. Now come back from the beginning of the chapter, 1 or 2 theory concept, 5-10 minutes more, and then we'll close up. See where I started the class. You are paying the tax on the basis of the source, and you are paying the tax on the basis of the residence also. Okay, right. Now, if you are having a agreement with them, then give the relief under 90 or 90A. If not, give the relief under 91. Okay. Bilateral relief में आपको बताया दो मेथड है. Exemption है तो who will give up in the exemption cases? Generally, the source country is given the exclusive right to tax. So if I am a resident, an ordinary resident of India, Hyderabad, but I have earned some income from giving lectures in Africa, Africa country I have paid the tax, India wale will completely exempt ki chodo, ye income pe tax mat do. Tax credit is calculate the income and avail full exemption here. Okay, so full exemption. Okay, right. And credit method mein you can take the credit. ठीक है, I have given all these methods because they are there, but जरूरत नहीं लग रही पढ़ने की, लगा तो I will check and discuss tomorrow. And bilateral relief. Now a theory question here. What is the purpose of having DTA? What are the advantages? Purpose, or add over here, advantages of having agreement with foreign country. More than 100 countries, I said we have agreement. So what is the benefit? First is granting of relief. See, we want people to pay correctly tax either in source country or in the residence country, but no income is going to be taxed twice in the world. Correct or not? So income on which income tax has been paid both under this act in the foreign country. Okay. So income chargeable under this act and corresponding law in foreign country to promote and welfare and all. So first thing is granting of the relief. Agar if you have an agreement, you can plan giving relief. Second is avoid double taxation. Without creating income under this act under corresponding law in force for foreign country without creating opportunities for non-taxation or reduced taxation through tax evasion. Okay, including through treaty shopping. ये क्या है term मैं आपको बता रही हूँ. Relief provided said agreement for indirect benefit. So second thing is you want to avoid that same income should not be doubly taxed in two countries, but it should. See, we are giving relief to foreign countries कि ठीक है चलो आपके कंट्री में टैक्स पे किया ना दीप्ति मैम ने, इंडिया में छोड़ दो दीप्ति, वो सही है, बट कैन वी डू टैक्स treaties avoiding the double taxation? For example, I am entering into a contract with USA and they are earning in India, so we have to pay tax up to a limit. But then we are doing the transaction through third country. We are going to tax haven countries. And then I am opening a branch just so that I can do transaction with USA in the tax haven country. जहाँ पे टैक्स ही नहीं है या zero tax है. So these kind of benefits, undue benefits, are not allowed. Exchange of information. Can they help us collection of tax and exchange of information and all. So if say we know that Nirav Modi or Malaya has run away from India, so can the central government have agreement with foreign country that if Nirav Modi is hiding in Australia, then we can recover the tax with taking the help of the local people who are there? So taking the help of the foreign country, we can recover the tax, or we can exchange the information and help in investigation and all. So what are the four important benefits of the relief? One is granting of relief, granting of the relief in any of one of the countries. Second is avoiding double taxation, should not be there, but double taxation does not mean that you go for tax treaty shopping. You can't avoid the tax by going to a third country which is a tax haven country. Exchange of information and helping in recovery of the tax. Okay, bilateral agreement hai agar government ke sath, okay, the central government or the specified association is empowered to enter into DTA for providing relief. Specified associations or bodies and all, that is like SEBI and all these associations, or specified territory anywhere. Now, adoption of agreement, specified association in India may, this is all R for reading, ek baar pad lo. We can, so there needs, sometimes there is no agreement between the countries, but there is an agreement between association of specified territory in India with the specified territory outside India कि ऐसे ऐसे relief देना, it can be. This part is important for MCQs. Ma'am, if DTA is talking something and if other countries are talking, I mean say income tax act अगर कुछ और बोल रहा है, DTA versus income tax act, which will prevail? DTA. समझ में आ रहा है आप सबको? DTA अग्रीमेंट कुछ और बोल रहा है और एक्ट कुछ और बोल रहा है, तो फिर आप क्या फॉलो करोगे? DTA. ओके, लेकिन DTA कुछ और बोल रहा है और गार कुछ और बोल रहा है, ये आगे भी आएगा, तो फिर गार, you all know what is GAR, general anti avoidance rule. Some transactions are not permissible indirectly, अगर कुछ ना कुछ benefit हो रहा है तो they are not permissible. So DTA versus income tax act है तो DTA, DTA versus GAR है तो GAR. और अब यहाँ पे देखो, for meaning or terms which are defined in agreement, give them the same meaning in the agreement. समझ में आ रहा है? जो चीज अग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से उसको अग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से रहने दो, which is not there in the agreement, then go as per the act. First is, I want you all to write the way I'm writing, या तो agreement or agreement, no agreement, then go for the act, income tax act. अब no agreement and no act, act में भी कुछ नहीं है, तो फिर आप क्या करोगे? कुछ अगर नोटिफिकेशन आया है उससे रिलेटेड तो वहां जो इंफॉर्मेशन है ले लो. Whenever we are talking about double taxation avoidance agreement, whatever is given in the agreement, that same meaning we have to apply. If agreement में it is meaning is missing, then apply as per the act. If act में भी नहीं है, agreement में भी नहीं है, तो let us go by the notification. Clear to all of you? So these are very small aspects, but they can ask you. Effect of DTAA beneficial provision prevails. Right? So whichever effect of DTA क्या है? Whichever is beneficial to the SSC he can take, है ना? Whatever is beneficial to SSC. अब इसमें exception है जो concept exam में पूछते हैं. You are right, average rate of tax also, whichever is lower or beneficial, that's what we are giving the relief, no? Relief हम क्या दे रहे हैं? Whichever is lower. But otherwise they are saying where DTA has been notified for granting relief, then in relation to SSC to whom such agreement applies, the provisions of act will apply which are beneficial to SSC. SSC को जो beneficial है वो आप करोगे, right? But अगर if it is a foreign country, we all know that tax for domestic companies 30%, tax for foreign countries 40%. You can't say whichever is beneficial and take 30% tax for foreign country. That's not right. Charge of tax in respect of company at a rate higher than the rate at which domestic company is chargeable shall not be regarded as less favorable or levy of tax in respect of such company. Are you getting? Foreign company taxed at 40%, Indian companies 30%. Still tax for foreign companies 40%. Ma'am, you said whichever is beneficial to SSE, but tax for foreign company is 40% is not considered as less favorable. They have to pay the tax at 40%. Are you getting? So undue benefit you cannot take. Shall I repeat this last one or clear to all of you? I want a message from you all. Last 5 minute में जो ये सब terms और ये discuss किया ये clear है? What is effect of DTA? Whatever is beneficial to SSE you do. But for foreign companies, even if 40% rate is higher than 30%, they have to pay the tax as per 40%. They can't take that benefit. ये cancel करो, ये मैंने अभी आपको जो पढ़ाया वो same है. हाँ? कि एक्ट में तो एक्ट में ले लो, डीटीए में तो उसको कैंसिल कर दो, डोंट रीड इट. One more thing, yeah. Now can you please come and read the relief ke steps? Relief under 91. Compute the tax on income including foreign income, calculate the tax, add the surcharge and excess and rebate, calculate average rate of tax 3 divided by 2 into 100, compute the average rate of the tax in foreign country. Whichever is lower, that much relief you will give. Did we do the same steps, dear students? Yes, pause and tell me, is it clear or not? What is Indian rate of tax? Average rate of tax in India divided by total income into 100. What is average rate of tax in foreign country? Whatever tax you are paying there. Huh? The expression income tax in relation to country includes excess profit tax or of government on any part. सब पे calculate होगा. Relief is to be calculated on income country wise, not on the basis of the aggregate. ये कल हम problem solve करेंगे. You can refer for this these two problems. बहुत अच्छे problems हैं, 2 problem जो relief के साथ हम करेंगे. हैं पीछे problems हैं. So are you getting? Ma'am, if I am getting income from Canada also, from Singapore also, then when I calculate only one relief average of the 3 rate, no. Separately country wise, you can circle. Country wise, you will give the relief. Income tax in foreign countries 85,000. Income tax in India after deduction is 65. So doubly tax income पे relief कितना होगा? 65. No benefit is available on income which is deemed to accrue or arise in India even though doubly taxed. Because relief कब मिलेगा? When that income has accrued outside India. When I am a resident, income has accrued outside India. I have paid tax in that country. And I'm paying tax in India as resident, and then they will give the relief. Okay, right. Foreign tax credit rules we will do tomorrow. And last one before I conclude, read and come please. Write a short note on tax residence certificate. When I want to give relief under 1990 or 91, you can say the non-resident need to show proof if they want to get the relief. Okay. Income should have been taxed in both the contracting countries. Proof of income have suffered double taxation has to be provided. So if an SSE not being a resident, अगर आप रेसिडेंट है तो 91 का रिलीफ मिलेगा. अगर आप नॉन रेसिडेंट हैं, to whom DTA applies and they want to claim a relief under DTA only if they give the tax residence certificate. हम उनको ये नहीं बोल सकते अपना पैन कार्ड बताओ. पैन कार्ड is given only to resident SSE. But if you are a foreigner and you have paid tax in your country and India, and if you are asking for some relief, you have to give the tax residence certificate. SSE should provide following information, either if it is included in tax residence certificate, if not separately. What is the status of that SSE? Is he individual, HUF, company and all? Nationality in case of individual, country, territory and all. SSE's tax identification number. in that country, उसका nationality क्या है, period for which his residential status is given, क्या है उसका because residential status is decided every year. So if you are a non-resident, if you want some relief in India, give the tax residence certificate, which should have information. Who are you? Individual and all. Your nationality, SSC's identification number, the tax residence certificate, the address and other details. Okay? If the tax residence certificate contains above details, ये सब, तो फिर अलग से देने की जरूरत नहीं है. Rule 21AB provides for prescribed particulars for claiming the relief. वो ठीक है. A resident in India should make an application in 10 form A for obtaining the residence certificate to get a relief. If you want a relief under 1990A and all, so you have to fill up these forms. Tax residence certificate should be produced by resident of contracting state, will be accepted as evidence it is resident, and income tax authority will not question beyond this. This can be asked somehow in MCQs also, or otherwise short note पूछे तो आपको इतना लिखना है, 3 point, 3 points. मतलब if you give the tax residence certificate, no, they will not ask anything else other than this. Okay, clear to all of you? And if ये GAR वाला point I didn't get, I will check and tell you that अगर उनको GAR भी applicable है, तो GAR will prevail. Did you all write it? Either DTAA will prevail over the act. Income Tax Act or DTAA में DTAA will prevail. But if GAR is applicable, GAR is known of these kind of transactions, आप ना घुमा रहे हो टैक्स बचाने के लिए, you are entering in transaction with foreign country through third country and all, तो GAR है और DTAA है तो GAR will prevail. So that's all for today's class. Those who have joined late, remember please to do your which one, as I said, the complete deductions part. And basic exemption में mistake नहीं करना है. If he is a non-resident, additional basic exemption of 3 lakh and 5 lakh, 80 years and above, that will not be given to the non-residents. And additional exemption जहाँ भी मिलता है ना, if you are a handicapped, I mean say not you are, sorry, just that language. If someone is SSC is handicapped, they get flat deduction under 80U, 75,000 or 1,25,000 अगर severe है. So like these, whatever deductions are given to SSC, if they are resident, mediclaim is 25,000. Non-resident है तो 25 ही है. But अगर senior citizen resident है, then only they get 50,000. So few deductions I have done in basic. Make sure you read it from the material. Okay. That's all for today. I'll see if I can make a brief table of that deductions and that PDF I'll post in our groups also. For sure, I'll do that. That's all for today. Ask me if you have any doubt. Are the problems easy or not? In choice, you should definitely do this, then transfer pricing, and then NR. आपको तीनों के questions आएंगे. And though NR, international taxation is for 30 marks, but you have choice over there, 45 marks. Do this preferably in the first thing, DTAA. बहुत scoring है. ठीक है? Right. Tomorrow we will do that. If you are getting relief from 2 countries, how will you do? And some theory questions. Foreign tax credit, P and BPOs. These are the 3 theory questions. One more homework I want to give dear students before we close. 1 second. Problem number 1 and 2. I know it's a concept, like it's a theory only, but bada simple hai jo maine abhi karaya. If you can read and come, this is like, I think exactly same questions are asked again and again. DTAA entered into government override the law, where DTA has been notified by government for relief, then in relation to SSC, the provisions of Act shall apply to extent they are more beneficial. So Act or DTAA, Act versus DTAA. तो क्या prevail करेगा? Act. तो statement is partly correct. But अगर फिर से वही बात आ गई, क्यों partly correct बोला है? क्योंकि अगर DTAA और GAR है आपका, तो फिर क्या prevail करेगा? GAR. Okay, right. So I will discuss this again tomorrow. Read and come. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye, all of you.